Now, Mr. McKenzie, tell us, what do you think is the problem with the Democratic Alliance, the DA? Because you seem to believe that it is dying, if not dead.
Now, the problem with the DA compares themselves to the ANC, the most incompetent party in the history of incompetent parties. Of course, the DA is going to look like an angel. And of course, you guys fall for it every year. Oh, we are better than the ANC. Of course, you're fucking better than the ANC. Everybody's better than the ANC.
Why do you say so?
Forward. We've given the DA 30 years to remove the ANC. They've not even come close to it.
So what do you have to say to the people who fund political parties in order to tell these parties what to do?
I don't need you. I don't need your money. I need nothing from you. You must tell the people that you give money to, the people that need you. Those are the people that you should tell who they should go with. I owe you absolutely nothing. And the problem you are sitting with in this country, and I'm going to open your eyes, on sex.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Pure, unvarnished sex. You ask, the DA tells you they are not in trouble in the Western Cape. The Western Cape is gone. The DA will never rule the Western Cape again. They lost a third of their support in Cape Town.
But then what to say to people who say that the Democratic Alliance is doing a good job in the Western Cape?
Yes, they're doing an excellent job for white people and rich black people like me. They're doing an excellent job. But go and see what's happening in Menenberg. Go and see what's happening in Guguletu. Lisa stinks. The sewage is running in the street every day. The rats are eating children's toes in Langa.
And what is your thought on Helen Zille?
If you are bewitched by Helen Zille, I am not. And don't bring that spell upon me. Because she's rude, she's obnoxious, she thinks she owns the intelligence of us all. She's the reason why the DA will lose power. She's the reason why I will not go with the DA in the Western Cape. So now you know how the story with the DA ended.
Yes, thank you. No, what do you have to say about the Moonshot Pact?
The Moonshot Pact is stillborn. The Moonshot Pact doesn't have enough people. They didn't attract enough people. There's no path for the Moonshot Pact, even if some of them get double.
Okay, enough with the DA. What do you think about the African National Congress?
The ANC is sick, but they're not dead. They are not in the mortuary. They are in ICU. So what's going to happen? And these are the facts you must just live with. The ANC and the EFF can form a government. You're watching the wrong game. The game you should be watching is the game between the EFF and PA. Because we want to be that person that rather form the government, not the EFF. I come from a maximum security jail. I spent my whole youth in prisons across this country. The first time I saw real freedom was at the age of 30. At the age of 30, I built myself up. I started corporate businesses. I bought shares in listed companies. I understand the concept of business. I have thousands of people working for me.
Okay, enough about your personal history. What do you think about the future of South Africa? Rumor is that white people have guns.
You can have all the guns you want. When the black masses rise, they will flatten you. And it's not scaring you. It's a position we have to stop.
So what is your take on our democracy and our constitution?
Number one, this country, democracy, is not working for us. 69 people get murdered in this country, and you worry about the constitution.
Okay, now tell us why South Africans should vote for you.
Anybody that loves South Africa should be voting for me. I was the mayor for 1 year in Central Karoo. The most corrupt, the most poorest. There was 230,000 in the bank when I arrived there, in Beaufort and the surrounding places. The people were using bucket toilets for 80 years. The swimming pools were not working. The people in Luhanka was drinking dirty water. They have to cook the water before they could drink it. And if there's load shedding, nobody drinks water. I became a mayor and I said, in 100 days, if I don't fix the water situation in Luhanka, in 100 days, if I don't fix the bucket toilets and make sure nobody uses a bucket toilet, in 100 days, if I don't fix 5 of the 6 pools, I will resign. I did it in 100 days. Nobody today, I didn't take a salary, I didn't take a credit card, I didn't take the perks, I didn't stay in the state house, I paid for myself, and I fired each and every corrupt municipal manager.
That is impressive indeed. Now, here is the most important question everybody wants to ask you. What will you do if you become the president of this country?
I'm going to take the best people. I'm not going to look if you are white or if you're green. I don't have time for that. I have time to make sure this country does not sink.
Okay, I hear you. So what else will you do?
So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm president, I'm going to bring God back into schools, God back into our lives. Nothing in this country will come right because they've written God out of our lives. If God is not the center of anything you do, you are wasting your time. It's time for South Africans to stand up for our God. So South Africa, we were all baptized. We grew up, and it's time that we must tell our children there's a God, and they must know it. That's number one. Number two, I'm bringing conscription back. I'm not going to pay kids 500 rands to be on welfare. A third of this country's children are of this country's people. A third is on welfare. That's a state. We are a welfare state. A third of your citizens get 500 rands for doing what? I'm sending each and every 18-year-old to the army to go and learn some skills and be paid that 500 rands, at least being of service to the country. Number three, I'm going to mass deport all the illegal foreigners in this country. I'm going to punish households and businesses that still hire illegal foreigners. We've got a 60% unemployment youth for South Africa. Don't tell me about any illegal foreigner while we have South Africans that doesn't have any other country that needs to be looked after by the government. So mass deportation will happen in 2024. No, you subtly longing for the old days of Yabas, Nearbas. You don't want somebody that's a union. You don't want somebody that you must pay UIF for. You don't want somebody that you must adhere to the salary stipulations that they, to the minimum wage.
So as we conclude, what do you have to say?
So in conclusion, I want to say to you that we need to look in the mirror. And the mirror tells me that we need to take the best people we can get for the job. The mirror tells me we have to bring back the death penalty. Don't vote for me if you don't want the death penalty. The last business conference, 3 white ladies stopped me. They say, you know what you said about the death penalty, that's so wrong. Innocent people might die. I said innocent people are already dying. Innocent people are dying every day. Farmers are being killed every day. Those farmers are innocent. People are dying. That's innocent. If I hand 20,000 people and there's 2 innocent ones, God will understand. It serves the bigger purpose. Mistakes do happen. Shit do happen sometimes. I'm just sorry to be such big shit, but yeah, it does happen. It's time that we rise up, not as white, not as black, not as Indian, not as colored, but as South Africans, and build this country like the Springboks did. They are the epitome of an example. Nobody thinks about Kulisa as black, although he's black as the night. But you see him as captain, my captain. And that is how you build a country. Salute.